Good afternoon. This is Rick Love, National Sales Director with the National Senior Burial Benefit Program, coming to you with a training video titled Need Analysis for a Final Expense Product. Now, this will be a series of 2 videos. This one will be a need analysis for final expense. The second one will be a need analysis for term insurance and universal life type insurance products, as well as non-participating whole life insurance products. So this one is need analysis for final expense. And before I begin, I want you to please go to our YouTube channel, National Senior Burial Benefit Program. I want you to subscribe and like our videos, like this one. The acronym of TEAM is Together Everyone Achieves More, and we are a team, and I need your support in doing such. Thank you very much for your time and your consideration. I have been blessed to consistently write over 200-300 applications a year. And because of that experience and being able to accomplish those things, I talk to a lot of people. And from getting to the initial hello to the desired result of helping that client and completing an application is a process. And that's what I want to talk about today. For all the agents that will be working with the National Senior Burial Benefit Program, you will be provided with a script. That script is a fine-tuned instrument that through trial and error, blood, sweat, and tears has been created to take us from the initial hello to the desired result. There's psychology built into it. There's modules built into it to create yeses throughout the process. The initial stage is created to establish you as the person that they need to talk with and the person who they need to allow to get this need taken care of. It establishes you as trustworthy. It establishes your credibility, and it establishes you as the authoritative or expert in this particular field. That's what the script does when followed correctly. One of my pet peeves is when I listen to agent sales calls that went awry. And I find how they deviate so far from the script. I literally find myself wondering what transpired. Does this agent have another script that perhaps I'm not privy to? And for those agents that do that, I always ask them, please send me a version of your script. Let me peruse it, and perhaps we'll start using your script instead of this one. Now, granted, your script has not provided you 20 applications a year, but that's the one you choose to use instead of the one that continuously allow me to do over 300 applications a year. Yeah, I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. So anyway, let me continue. On a need analysis for final expense life insurance, it is a one presentation, one consultation close. When you find yourself having 2 and 3 meetings and consultations with a person for final expense life insurance, you're doing something wrong. You're absolutely doing something wrong. So let's look at what one needs to do. First, we follow the script, because the script is going to do what? Trustworthiness, credibility, authoritative, expert in the field. Also, you're going to display and create empathy during the initial part of the presentation. Now, empathy is very important because folk oftentimes they're not overly concerned with how much you know initially. How much do you care? So you have to display empathy, that I care about you and I care about getting this need resolved. Okay? Very important. So with final expense life insurance, the first thing I have to do during the process of the script is establish need. In our script, it says, if you have not established need, do not proceed. And that's very, very important. So many times agents start trying to provide quotes and sending emails and various things, and they have never once established a real need in that client's mind. Now, tell a story of a particular situation of someone that has died without life insurance. What predicament that put that family in, trying to raise money, go fund me, which I call go beg me, going to the church, trying to solicit monies. And our churches are not created to raise money to bury people. That's your responsibility. So I put all this on the client because I'm taking away all the other options and all the other alternatives other than this particular life insurance product that I'm talking to you about today. Okay? So you have to establish need. Get a pain point, the humiliation, the embarrassment of trying to raise money to bury a loved one. Create that scenario. Don't be afraid to do so, because we have to cement in that prospect's mind the reality that, God forbid, if you die today, Mrs. Jones, without a burial insurance policy, what would your family do? And shut up. Silence is golden in these particular moments. So many agents have diarrhea of the mouth and will not shut up. Matter of fact, will ask a question and keep talking. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Ask a question. No answer from the prospect and keep talking. Stop it. Wait on a response, because right now they're ruminating in their mind, wow, what would my children do? many of them, some of my children, I'm still helping out financially out of my Social Security check. I'm buying them gas. I'm helping them with their light bill. What would they do? Okay. Establish need. Find the pain point for that client. Humiliation and the embarrassment. And then within that script, it makes it their responsibility to take care of this matter now. That's my responsibility. And so one of the stories I use, I said, God forbid if something happens to me, I don't want that responsibility to fall on my wife and my children. I say, it's my responsibility to take care of my burial insurance. That's my responsibility. Why would I leave that to someone else? And also I use another story about it's one thing to mourn the loss of a loved one, but in the midst of mourning, trying to figure out what are we going to do, because they don't have life insurance, burial insurance. So it's important that we establish the need, that we ask the questions, probing questions to establish the need. Now, when we're doing these presentations, and sometimes there may be a husband and a wife or a significant other, it's important that you discover early, are you able to make this decision, or do we need to have both parties involved? I don't personally like doing what I call one-legged presentations. Now, I have done them and done them successfully, but I set it up this way. I say, okay, I tell you what we'll do then, since Mr. Jones is not available right now. What we'll do, we'll take care of yours first. And then when he gets off from work or when he comes home, and what time will that be, Miss Jones? And so we'll take care of his later this afternoon. Okay? But what I'm doing here, I'm setting up a stage that, okay, we're going to take care of yours now, but we're going to get to his in an expeditious manner. We're not talking about next week. Because if I can't get some affirmations that that's okay, then I'm done. And then I'm going to set an appointment where I can talk with both of them. Okay? You have to be real careful. Because if I got someone on the phone who I can set up that way in regards to we can proceed unilaterally, I'll do so. But if I find that that may not be the case, then I won't continue with that particular applicant. Okay? So if you follow the script and do these things, I assure you that your closing ratio will greatly improve. Now, the next video will be on need analysis for term and universal life insurance and non-participating whole life, which are three different insurance products from a final expense product. But again, a final expense product is a one close, one presentation sale. And I want you to adhere to the script. And as you follow the script, if you have ideas or suggestions about making it better, I want you to certainly let me know, or let our two regional sales trainers, Miss Rachel McKee and Mr. David Wilkins, let them know that you got some additional ideas of how this could be better. And perhaps we will put them in the script, okay? But in the interim, until you get good at this, please follow it. Thank you for watching, and may God bless your efforts in your endeavors.